Oh, hello. I just got back from mowing the lawn with Pat. We're planting some grass seeds, so I got my Home Depot bucket here. We're gonna do some farmer's carries today. So Wednesday, June 17th, we're gonna do a 6-minute EMOM of alternating farmer's carry. So I'm making a joke about the bucket, but honestly, if you've ever filled like a bucket with water, it's pretty freaking heavy. So if you don't have dumbbells and you wanna go a little heavier with your farmer's carry, be creative, okay? So farmer's carry, I'm gonna hold my dumbbell or my pack or whatever I have, and I just wanna maintain somewhat neutral. I don't wanna let the weight pull me over or compensate too much, so nothing fancy. You can walk around the house. If you don't have the ability to walk, you have a small area, you can just march, okay? So just picking your feet up. So you're gonna do that for a minute, and then the other side for a minute, okay? So 6-minute EMOM, so that's every minute for 6 minutes. You're gonna do the left side for a minute, right side for a minute, and then do 3 rounds of that, all right? Again, get creative with your equipment. And the actual WOD is going to be 4 rounds of 40 backpack walking lunges and then 40 box handstand shoulder taps. And I have lots of scales for that. So backpack, walking lunges. If I put the pack on my back and I do a walking lunge, walking just means we're going forward, right? So I am going to hinge forward probably a little bit more because I have this weight in the back. So I'm going to end up compensating. And when I say that, I only mean like a little bit. So you'll notice a slight difference depending on where the weight is. So if you're like, holy crap, I feel off balance, don't be afraid to like shift stuff around. So walking lunges means that I'm moving forward. As I take a step, I'm going to make sure that I feel secure. My left leg is to the left, my right leg is to the right, so I'm not standing on a balancing beam. And then once I feel secure, I'm going to just drop my knee to the ground softly and then come back up. I can kind of stand with both feet together for a second, take another step. I know you guys know this, but you can also hold the pack in the front. So if I do this, it changes things. I'm allowed to sit a little bit more upright. Usually this is a lot more comfortable for people, but again, to each his own. And then you can also hold it just on one shoulder. So do 20 on this side, 20 on the other side. You can also clean it to the shoulders and do your walking lunges with the backpack on your shoulders. It's your workout, you're still doing lunges, but it's nice to mix it up a little bit. If you typically always have the backpack or the weight in the same position, it would behoove you to use it differently. If you do change positions, like if you never do overhead press and lunge, then you have to go really light, so just be mindful of that. So don't be afraid to change it up a little bit. 40 of those, and then you're gonna do 40 shoulder taps. So I'm gonna use my windowsill right here, if you don't have a box, and I'm gonna try to get as close to in between my arms as possible. In order to do that, I have to bend my knees a lot, and then I've got shoulder taps. So what that means is I'm picking up my left hand to my left shoulder, and then right to the right. If you notice, my hips moved around a lot, so there's gonna be some sway. Again, my knees were bent because the hamstrings are tight. So that is the RX option. You could also do RX Plus, would be handstand walks. That's a pretty big jump, so there's a lot of fun stuff to do in between. So in between, you could do, if you have dumbbells, right? I could hold the weights overhead and then do alternating press, but with the weights staying overhead, so that would stimulate that same position. And if you decide to do that, you're gonna do it in a Z press. You're gonna be sitting on the floor so that it mimics that same position, okay? You could also do plank taps, so alternating plank taps. You could do it in downward facing dog, so just in an A-frame, same thing, tap in the shoulders, right? Even that's pretty challenging. I think that was it. Yeah, walking or from a wall. So if you're really good at holding yourself against the wall into a handstand and you want to do handstand taps that way, you can do that. So tons of scales, 4 rounds, 40-40, 40-40, 40-40, 40-40. All right, that is your WOD for Wednesday, June 17th. I will see you guys on Sugar WOD.